Hello and welcome to Be Confused with your anonymous hosts.
I didn't know we were starting, but okay. Hi, everybody.
Hey, so our disclaimer.
Our disclaimer is that we
Or
are.
are we supposed to say what we're talking about and then say the disclaimer and then start talking?
I think we can do whatever we want.
No, we need structure.
Do we? What does structure get you?
Well, I need structure. Anyway, yeah, just say the disclaimer.
So, our disclaimer is that these are just our own personal thoughts and they may not even be what we believe. It's just things that we're thinking, things that we're talking about. And it may or may not be based on research. And yeah, so listen to it with.
Yeah, but we're also students.
Mind.
You know,
Yeah.
you're a counselor. I'm about to be a counselor.
We're in grad school.
We're in grad school. We
so
know
we have
some stuff.
Sort of education.
But still, like, we don't know what we're talking about.
Yes, exactly. And we are confused.
Exactly.
Okay, how are you doing today?
Uh,
Wait, let me go first.
Yeah.
Ask me first. Okay.
How are you?
Thank you for asking. I am tired. Today was a hard day, and I only had 2 clients. How are you?
It's been the most horrifying month of my life.
What happened?
So, I started to move. I was living in this apartment that was like an hour away from my house, an hour and a half away from my girlfriend, 40 minutes away from my mom. I was far from everything. It was a really good price, but they let me know like a month. They let me know at some point that, hey, we're gonna have to increase the rent from 1,300 to 1,500. And I'm like, whoa, if I'm gonna pay 1,500, might as well pay 1,500 closer to my job, which is like I work in Orlando, close to downtown and stuff, and main roads near Universal Studios. I said, might as well, if I'm gonna pay 1,500, let's pay it over there. And while I'm gonna save on gas, tolls, oil change, and all that, I'm gonna say, that's gonna kind of like balance out. So I start doing it. I find a place. I found a place near, like literally 3 minutes from my job. Cute place, not luxurious or anything, nothing fancy, but it's nice. And I went and I looked and I talked to the people. They gave me a tour. I said, "Oh, this is nice. It has a pool. It has a gym. It has a barbecue. It has a jacuzzi, a hot jacuzzi. That's exciting."
Yeah.
And
What was your research? Like, what did you do to prepare and like?
I looked at the reviews.
Okay.
The apartment, it had fair reviews. Some people loved it, some people hated it. So
In the middle.
Yeah, like in the middle. I said, okay, well that doesn't help. Let me and what I did when I had the tour, to the leasing agent. Hey, what can you tell me? What people like complain here about? Most people, what are their complaints? People on the first floor, they complain from people upstairs. Is that a common complaint? What's a common complaint here? And she said, nothing. No, this is perfect. No, everything's here. So not really that comes to mind. And so like, I know you probably you're not gonna say the bad things that you, but I'm gonna live here. I'm gonna be paying rent. Rent is not actually cheap. It's 1,500.
Yeah.
If there's something you think I shouldn't. No. Really good place, and if you ever have anything going on with the apartment, we have our maintenance team. They're available 24/7. I was like, oh, okay, cool, that's nice. And they have a volleyball court, like a beach volleyball court,
cool.
like with sand and everything.
Wow.
I was like, oh wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, you can be active.
Exactly. They have a tiny gym. It's nothing fancy either, but
For
enough
like
equipment.
tiny people or?
Oh no, I mean like small gym. Tiny people are welcome too, though.
Okay.
And nothing against them. And
so you researched it, you checked the reviews, you're ready to move in, you're moving in.
Moving in, I move in on August 2nd.
So started August 1st.
So August, I was gonna say August 0. No, June 31st.
Ground zero.
June 31st, they call me and say, hey, by the way, your apartment is not gonna be ready for the 2nd.
July 31st.
And this is on July 31st.
Okay.
They told me, hey, your apartment is not gonna be ready for August 2nd. And they told me it could be ready like a week after or 2 weeks. And I said, well, I move out on the 31st. My contracts end. So I kind of was looking forward to moving on the 2nd because I'm not really into being homeless.
Mm-hmm.
And
you can also check out our other episode homeless, but what is it called?
Homeless but not houseless.
Yes, homeless
Yeah.
but not houseless.
Yeah. And you're okay, so let me see what I can do. So we can move you to another apartment. It's okay, perfect. It's gonna be ready for August 2nd, yes, and it has everything, fumigation, blah blah blah. And I said, yeah, it has everything. Okay. And well, I need to change the electric, the water, and the gas, I guess, right? To the new. It says yes, okay. And I said, okay, well that's.
Did you have to pay for that to change it?
There's an activation fee. I've paid 3 activations fees because after I moved to that one, a second goes there. I paid online. They didn't want to give me the key because the payment on there ended in process. However, I showed them the statement in my bank account, and they had taken my money. And their options were, well, try and process it again. And I asked them, well, if it's a duplicate payment, would you be able to give me the money back? I said no. I said, well, that's stupid. That. No, but they told me no, but it would apply to the next one. Yeah, but
he's not a Rockefeller.
Exactly.
He
Yeah.
2 months worth of rent.
Exactly.
Sitting around.
You saw my pay stubs. No, you should know. And they said, oh, well, so. No, maybe a process tomorrow. And I did, I was thinking on the way to work today.
You missed a part.
No, but okay. I'm going to go there. On the way to work today, I was thinking, I had to learn something from this shit show.
Wait, did you have enough time to think on the way to work since it's only 3 minutes?
No, yeah, it's really fast thinking.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you learn?
I learned that, I practiced a lot of assertive communication with them.
Good job.
They challenged my patience. I maintained my cool, and yeah. So I guess something huge that I learned. I have more support than I thought I had.
That's
cute.
And
it's nice to know that there's people I can count on. And this shit show of a situation that lasted like 12 days since August 2nd or July 31st. Yeah, it has teach me that that there's a lot of people that care about me, and it's nice to learn. But yeah, I am. It's the second. First, the U-Haul that I rented charged me more than I had expected.
They didn't have the truck. First of all,
they didn't have the truck. I ordered a tinier one, and they gave me a fucking huge truck. I've never
reserved a truck, they still charged him more for the truck because
16 feet. Yeah.
They didn't have the truck that you reserved, and they accepted. Oh, okay.
Exactly. And then I'm at the apartment with my U-Haul, and they tell me that
the original apartment or the new one.
The new one that they gave me. I'm at the apartment, and they don't want to give me the key, but they put it in a lockbox. They don't want to give me the code because they're not there anymore. I'm texting the leasing agent to her personal phone. I said, hey, so do you expect me to sleep in my U-Haul until tomorrow, until your system that's glitching reports and demonstrates that I did pay? You're seeing my pay stub. You're seeing that the transaction is pending from your side. You've seen, like, if you need it, and I kept going until I guess she wanted to go to sleep, and she sent me the code. Once I go to the apartment, I say, home sweet home. What an achievement. I'm so proud of myself. I turn on the lights, cockroach infested everywhere. Like, they're coming from the vents, from the outlets, from the cover board, from the, what's it called? Baseboards. Everywhere. And I wasn't even able to sleep that night almost. I was slapping my face every time I felt something in my body. And wow. And then, after that, I next morning I go to them, hey, again, with assertive communication, I say, hey, I understand, this apartment was given to me. You guys told me that this was ready, but I think you guys might have missed some details. The bathtub, it's clogged up every time I take a shower. Water goes up to my knees. That's a little bit disgusting. There's cockroaches everywhere. It smells like cockroaches. And they tell me it smells like cockroaches. Yes, it smells like cockroaches. And when I say that, no one believes me. Cockroaches don't. Fuck. See, they smell. They smell like wet boxes or wet wood.
Okay.
Anyway, so they smell.
Okay. I trust you. I believe
you. Thank you. I need that. And long story short, they fumigated a few times. At the point that the fumigation team came and said, hey, so this problem is actually way worse. Way worse than you think. And they're If you see this, you know that you see that outlet over there. Yeah, you see those black dots. Yeah, that's poop. That means that they're coming in and out of the outlets, which means that they're inside the walls. They're under the carpet, and it was disgusting because every time I walked through the carpet, I heard crunches. Ugh. And so I thought, oh, maybe it's like bubble wrap, and I don't know anything about apartments.
ASMR carpet.
Maybe it's a one of the features, a stress relief carpet with like I don't know. Anyway, and no, and it ended up being roaches that I was squishing every time I walked through the carpet, and they said, oh no, so we're gonna move you. So okay, it's 10 minutes. So I've only been talking about me, and this is just the how are you.
That's okay.
Should I go on?
Yeah.
What was the topic for today?
Your life.
Well, I guess that's what it is now. Okay. So where did I crunch in the carpet?
Yeah, crunch in the carpet. ASMR.
So once the fumigation team goes over there and tells them, I go with them and say, hey, this is inhumane. I even threw in a few lies there. Said I'm a social worker. I've taken kids and elderly out of houses that look way nicer than this shithole.
They're probably like, you're not a very good social worker. So I'm saying this because he talked to the neighbors as well, and they are having the same problem. So these people are charging people $1,500 for a
without water, electricity, and gas included.
Yeah, without water, electricity, all that stuff. They're lying to people before they pay their fees and all that, just to get them in and get them stuck. And what is he supposed to do other than just throw money at the problem? How much money did you spend on like roach?
So the first night I went to sleep like at 3 a.m. I went to Walgreens, a 24-hour Walgreens, and I spent $137
on just like
raid
killer,
and stuff like that. For them to tell me, oh, don't use that because then it'll interfere with the pest control team product that they have, and it'll make them immune and stronger. And so like it's not fucking like Captain America. Like that's not how it works.
Roaches alive. Okay.
And
but I think that's a problem that is happening everywhere.
Roaches.
Yeah. Or just taking advantage of people
in
very tight places.
That too, yeah.
Roaches and taking advantage. And it's like, so I think that's a very common thing that's happening around. People are buying up apartments and condominiums and buying houses for Airbnbs, and people are being forced into these condos and these apartments and stuff like that, and they're invested in. I think that's sad. I think that's
no, but especially it's not even a low income apartment. And by the way, if you heard like a caught there in the transmission, it's that we had some technical issues. Yeah, I told you to say like 3 seconds before, but it's okay. Yeah, it's a good.
It's not a cheap like rundown.
No,
place.
Yeah, it's not a low income place or whatever.
But that's insane that's what's happening to people who are paying $1,500 a month for rent.
No, I saw those apartments are only 1-bedroom apartments. I was walking, throwing out the trash, and someone left the door open. There's people sleep. They don't have. So in the bedroom they have 2 beds, and then in the living room they have 2 beds, just mattresses on the floor, and then the kitchen. That's how they're living. A lot of people right now.
Sad.
It's crazy. There's family like grandma, mom, dad, and like 3 or 4 children sleeping in a 1-bedroom apartment.
But that's a whole entire different problem. People are buying houses and renting them out for Airbnbs. Like companies are buying houses and renting them out for Airbnbs. Like, what do we do? It's hard to be a person fighting corporations. That brings us back to capitalism.
Yeah.
But
that's an issue that we need to find any
what
political representatives that
give a shit. I don't think
give a shit about that and try to, I don't know.
They really don't.
That issue. Because
there's so many tiny little issues like that could be solved. Oh, if you have a company, you shouldn't be buying houses.
Yeah, and people talk about in my school. They say no, we need to practice advocacy, but there's so many issues. That,
you can advocate all day and all night, and there's still so many issues to deal with. It's like you're putting a watering can over a huge fucking forest fire. You can only do so much. It's not your job as a social worker or my job as a therapist to fix the whole entire world. That's not our role. But unfortunately, that's the world.
It's not realistic, yeah.
So how are you actually feeling now? Because what's the...
So, on my 3-minute drive to work today. Actually, no, I'm staying at a friend's house. They let me stay because I refused to sleep in that roach-infested shithole of apartment. And but yeah, they live like 5 minutes away too. So on my 5-minute drive to work, I was thinking really fast. It's only 5 minutes.
Yeah, totally.
And I must have learned something from this, because throughout the whole week or the whole fucking month, she kept mentioning, hey, you need to be, positive energy.
I didn't
manifest.
say positive.
This is
okay, wait, pause.
Positive energy, put good energies out there.
We talked about
manifest.
Be
careful with your words.
Wait. No, yes, be careful with your words. But we talked about this in July, that August was going to be the month of manifestation for him.
Within the last 2 fucking days.
And he's talking about positivity, and he's talking about putting things into the universe and stuff like that. And then there was something about August 1st that I literally came into the office and I was like, this month sucks. I know it. And you're like, no, it's only one day. And then Friday I came in, I was like, this month sucks.
No, I was like, no, it's only one day.
No,
and aren't you the one? Aren't you the one, the positive energy preacher? The prophet of the universe. Like, aren't you the positive?
And because
then
he was
the next
mocking
day,
me, it went back onto him. Because I've been, knock on wood, I
rolled my eyes right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, keep mocking me and see what's in store for the rest of the month.
And yeah, so
I
have
did
made
you
that.
take care of yourself though? Because I know it was very, very hard for you.
Take care? How?
I don't know.
I mean, I ate.
Okay, if
and
that's
slept.
taking care of yourself. But like, did you take care of yourself? Like, I guess just mentally, like.
No, I had to cancel my appointment with my counselor. Say, hey man, I can use those $5 that I pay for copay. I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow.
Are they going to give you back the money for all the stuff that you bought? I don't give a fuck.
Fuck it, let's leave it. Okay, minute 17. Minute 17. Write it down on your text it to me.
Okay.
Minute
No,
17,
don't put that
16,
shit out.
17. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry about that. We had to pause there. I said some things that I shouldn't have. How would you describe it?
I think that since he's still dealing with a lot of the issues at his home, there are some things that maybe he should just keep a little bit close to himself right now.
Yeah, I was a little passionate about the topic. But anyway, they're going to pay me, hopefully they're going to pay me back the activation fees for the 3 different apartments that I activated: gas, water, and electricity. And do you know what they said? They said, we usually charge $500 for a transfer fee. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to, you're this is not, are you hearing yourself? So how nice of you. Wow. How
did you say that? What was your actual
response? I was shocked. I felt like I was gaslighted. I didn't know what to say. I was like, oh, okay, thank you. Yeah, I feel I feel abused. They took advantage of a 24. I'm 24. But anyway, this is my first time.
24-year-old child.
Exactly. I was going to
You guys cannot
I don't have
do
anything
this.
to say, yeah.
He's just a child.
Exactly.
No, that's fucked up.
No, and I told them since the beginning, hey, please be honest with me and everything.
And they knew exactly.
And they knew,
this is him. This is the one.
This is a boy. He can live with roaches. He looks disgusting. Let's just put him in there. Whatever.
He looks like a roach boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Aw. Okay, so how are you feeling now, though?
I feel better. That 5-minute drive to work, I did a lot of thinking and contemplating. Yeah. I feel good. I feel better. I feel hopeful.
So what's the end result, though?
I feel more confident that, I was able to handle a situation like this that usually I would have requested help from I don't know. things like that, situations like that had to do with like housing and things like that. I need to provide like important information. You know, it's something really delicate. It gives me confidence that I can care for myself more than I thought I could.
That's good.
I feel more confident. I feel more confident. I think that's it. That's the main one, confident.
Okay.
Let's end this because I don't know what to say.
You'll just keep talking?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad that you're feeling more confident. I'm glad that you have a new house. Hopefully that one works out for you. When are you moving into that one? Tonight?
Tonight, yeah.
Okay.
Right after this, I'm going to go ahead over there and start moving stuff.
So we'll definitely talk about that
next
later.
Time, yeah.
This has been To Be Confused with your anonymous
host. But for next time, we could talk about, our views about, we'll go a little deeper on your understanding of energies, manifestation, and all that.
Oh, yes, please.
All that.
I would love for that to be picked apart. I also don't know what I believe, so it's a lot of different things. It's just a smattering of things.
I don't think anyone does.
Okay.
Not even.
Like and subscribe. And then also, if you want to email us any questions or thoughts, put it in the comments or email us at tobeconfusedpodcast@gmail.com.
Bye.
Bye.